I have just tried T-Cut again, and it is meanwhile pretty clear that T-Cut's the wrong stuff for this kind of paint, so I'm using Autosol. Let's see what that gives me. I mean, minimum what Autosol will do. Oh yeah, that works much better. This will give me a really good polish on the cast, the naked cast parts, the shiny chrome in this case, chrome, which is just polished. Whatever you call this cast material. So, let's see what it does on the paint. Oh yeah, that seems to come off. It seems to work. Let's see. Roof, yes. Oh yes. That is so much nicer than it was. Okay, we're getting there. This will be good. Nice. Nice. Just goes to show if the surface is not smooth, you don't need to polishing it. So I need to go back and sand some more. Wow. So this was not sanded enough. Okay, now I can see. Sometimes in a scale like this, you can't see what you're doing. It just doesn't give you the result because you don't see what you're doing. So doing this with water, as one usually should, just to wash away what you've just sanded off out of the grain of the paper, just really prevents you from seeing what you should be seeing. Okay, this is there's not, how shall I say, on this scale you cannot expect the paint to be even enough so that you could actually sand it down flat. So there's a compromise between the quality of surface you can have from this action and the danger of you sanding through the paint. Well, not the danger, it's happening because you just can't. The paint's accumulating at the edges and so on. Now I do need some water. Maybe these models are too young and the paint needs some more years to cure and harden. It's not very good paint to polish. There's classic polishing compounds. And what is not helpful either is if it's too fresh. Maybe I also was being too afraid and too careful to take off too much. Wow. And I didn't take off enough. So that's that. And now we're taking off more. Gives us a better shine, but ages the car immediately. So I need to stop at some point and but I want a nice flat decklet. The roof's already good, the hood isn't. Okay, enough. Let's wash and polish. I don't know about you guys, but the only thing that gives me energy to continue is that I'm having the feeling that what I'm doing is giving me a result, and this here is definitely one of those situations where I'm kind of excited about how this looks. So you will see me putting some more energy into this little casting. So Autosol's the stuff to polish this kind of paint. Not T-cut. I'm not sure whether the black stuff that I'm seeing on my cloth is the aluminium that I'm polishing or the paint. It must be the paint. Yeah, the result is clearly better. And mind you people, this is not some schmancy, fancy, super duper airbrush expensive nonsense. This is just the original paint as it came. And there comes a point where you need to though accept that there is a sweet spot between effort and result, and that you could continue to put more effort in there and it would get better, but not according to the amount of time that it takes. When this car so much reminds me of my old Cadillac. When I was a young student, I was sent to study in Pasadena, in California. And I bought myself a Cadillac Coupe de Ville 69 from the first owner. And there's such a familiarity to this shape here. Well, obviously it's a GM product, and I think it's a, let me guess, it's a 66 Chevy of some sort, what we have here. So again, I think we have reached a saturation point of material and possibilities. So let me show you. You still see some massive amount of casting problems, but that is because the way you're focusing on it. Once you look at this in front of your eyes, you will never see it that well. Okay, so here again I will reveal the clearance that I made for the lowering job. Seems I've done a little bit more on the right side as on the left. The front I just had to give up, but it doesn't matter. I'm quite happy with a narrow track in the front, or a slightly narrow feeling track. Okay, we'll do the headlamps. There's a little bit of paint, so that's that. So that concludes the polishing once again.